Let's start off with the seasoning. I have 2 tablespoons of ground dried mushrooms. I have a half a tablespoon of ground coriander, a half tablespoon of smoked paprika, and a fourth of a teaspoon of cumin. Here I have smoked chipotle seasoning. It is 1 teaspoon, and then I have 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 cup of breadcrumbs, 2 cloves of garlic, a half of a red onion. I have 3 flax eggs. I have 2 cups of spinach, and I have a 10-ounce bag of white quinoa and barley. You can use all quinoa if you like, but this is what I had and I didn't want to cook any out the bag, so I just used this steamable bag. So this is what I have, and this is frozen spinach that I cooked and drained. So this is what I have. So I'm going to put these ingredients, the onions and the garlic, in a food processor and blend it up, and then I'm going to take my seasonings and cook them off, and then I'm going to mix it together and we will go from there. So stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to preheat my pan, and I'm going to pour about 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil into the pan, and I'm going to cook off the onions and garlic and then add the seasoning. And I have this like on a medium heat, and you don't have to use oil if you don't want to. You can use water to cook off the onions. I don't mind cooking with oil, and I use grapeseed oil, which is not bad as some of the other oils. So I'm going to put these in here and let them cook down a little bit and get translucent. Probably about 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, the onions and the garlic have cooked down some, so now I'm going to add in my seasoning. This is the smoked chipotle and the black pepper. This is the coriander, the smoked paprika, and the cumin. And this is the mushroom powder. Stir that around. And we're going to add in cooked quinoa, and let them flavors marry together. This only takes a few minutes. So we're going to turn this off, and we're going to put this into a bowl and mix it with the last of the ingredients, which is the spinach, the flax egg, and then the breadcrumbs. Okay, we're going to mix our quinoa mixture in this bowl, and it has the spinach and the quinoa in here. So we're going to mix that up. We want to get this so that it sticks together to form a burger and don't fall apart. So we may not need all of this flax egg, but I mixed it together anyway, just in case. I'm going to put half of it in. So I'm putting half of the flax egg in, and then I'm going to put half of the breadcrumbs. I took my breadcrumbs and put them in the food processor, and it's more like a flour, but it does have some chunks still left in it. I used my NutriBullet so that it can blend really well. We want it to be able to stick together and form into a patty. And that seems like it's dry enough to get a patty without it falling apart. Yep, you don't want it too wet, so I would say use 2 flax eggs If I had 2 cups of quinoa like I should have, but that was on a 10-ounce bag, it needed to be a little more, then I probably would have needed more of the flax egg, but since I only had that, we're fine. So I am going to put these into patties and then let them cool. So let me get a tray to put these on and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna form them and put them onto this baking tray just so I can have them here to cool before I cook them. And I don't want them too small and not too big because I do want them to fit on the bread that I got. So it depends on the size of your bun or how big you want them. But I'm going to try to make them about the size of regular hamburger patties. And I'm going to put them in a refrigerator and let them cool off a little bit before I cook them. And you can freeze these and they'll be good for later. And depends on what size you make them, you could get between 4 to 6 burgers. If you make them smaller, you can get more. Bigger, of course, you get less. Okay, I have 6 burgers. I'm going to let these cool in the refrigerator, and then I am going to cook them on the stove top. You can cook them in the oven just like this if you want to, but I am going to chill them so that they don't, make sure that they don't fall apart for at least 15 to 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and show you guys the preparation of them. So stay tuned. Okay, we're going to use this same pan, so we're not going to dirty up any more dishes. And here's the bread. I've cut it in half. I'm going to turn on this as well. And I'm going to spray a little bit of, I put my grapeseed oil in this. I bought this thing. I love it. You have to pressurize it when you put your own oil in it. So I'm probably going to put about 2 or 3 teaspoons of oil, maybe a little more. And I'm going to put some grapeseed oil as well on the bread. And this is so much better than the store-bought because it doesn't have all that preservatives and stuff in there. I'm going to spray a little bit of grapeseed oil on the bread, and then we're going to toast it. And you can eliminate that if you want to. And these won't take that long to cook, probably about 3 minutes on each side is probably all you're going to need. And I'm only going to put a couple in at a time, and I'm going to freeze the others. And I have the heat on medium heat. And to store these extra ones in the freezer, I will just take some parchment paper and put them between each piece, and then just put them in a Ziploc baggie. That way you can cook one at a time if you want to. And since everything is already cooked, all we're doing is pretty much browning the burger. And I'm going to flatten them down just a little bit. And then I'm going to melt the cheese on the burger. And let them get a little crispy before you turn them. That way they won't stick. Once they get crisp, you can easily turn them over. If they're still sticking, that means they're not ready to turn. And of course, the more healthy alternative would be to bake these in the oven. I'm just going to push them down just a little bit. So I'm going to flip them back over one more time. Okay, and now you have 2 pieces of cheese. Put them one more time. And I'm going to take the cheese and put them on each burger. And since this is vegan cheese, it doesn't melt as fast. So I'm going to put a top on it so that the cheese will melt. And the bread is done. I'm going to put a little water in the pan to steam it, so the cheese can melt. Okay, now as you can see, the cheese is melting. So I'm going to take these off and put them on the bread. And then we're going to assemble. Okay, we have our sandwich. We're going to put some onion, and our lettuce, and our tomato, put our avocado on the top so that it can stick to the bun and hold our lettuce on there. And that is it for the assembly. So stay tuned for the tasting. I lost my voice footage for this, but I wanted to put the taste test in and show you guys how good the burger looked. It was very, very delicious. I loved it. So once again, to you all, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to do that by clicking the subscribe button below, as well as the little notification button beside that. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping by my channel, and I look forward to seeing you all in my very next video. Bye bye.